The Lord took me and I was in the visions of the Lord. I saw a man who is the President of America. But the things that I began to see baffled my spirit, and the attack on Donald Trump was not just an attack on him. It was a systematic attack that would lead the world into chaos. While people were busy running and many were in fear, many were trembled with a dreadful pandemic, which they are calling it Corona. It's not coming from the pit of hell, but systematically it is an orchestrated attack which is demonic and diabolic that has been brought. The reason why they brought this attack is to make sure that they paralyze Donald Trump from functioning. But as the church is rising, God will protect him. The first thing is the reason why Donald Trump is being attacked. It's a trade war, a destabilization of economies that is, and a shift that has to happen. And as he is standing in the gap and also trying to make the church to stand, there is a system that is demonic that is rising. If you can see, the virus started in America, and I understand there was a connection that we saw much of the effects starting in China because the opposition of Donald Trump and now in connection with the Chinese, so that on the next election, Donald Trump, it will be hard for him to be re-elected. But on him not being re-elected, it will usher the new world order, because the attack started, the virus started in America. It went and affected the Chinese systematically so that the Chinese may gain momentum economically. And the moment America is suppressed, there will never be protection to a lot of countries that are around the world. Now look at this. This will begin a war politically, and it will affect a lot of people. Financially, there shall be hardships. Working conditions are going to be very tough. I saw 3 countries in one battleground. It was China, America, and Russia. And I saw the flag of China going very high. And as the flag of China was going very high, I saw Russia and America trying to join hands. There is a lady who wants to rise in power in America, and if she is not stopped, we are in trouble. The attack that happened on Italy, which was very intense, voracious, and deadly, it's systematic so that the Pope might be quick in engaging the plan that is to be planned. You will hear the Pope begin to nullify a lot of things that have even been in the Roman Catholic system for years. The New World Order is on the door. New bills will be signed. And suddenly we need to pray for the health of Donald Trump. We need to pray for the health of Donald Trump. I saw him having health complications. Never before the flag of the Chinese is flying very high. It is flying very high. And this virus you see is not the last virus. There are 3 more viruses that are coming. And because fear has already been instigated, the angel who was speaking to me said, because fear has already been instigated, now it will be easy for them to pass their bills, because the way the viruses will be coming and they'll be very deadly. They will say, for you to protect yourself and for you to have benefits, you need to have protection against these viruses. The cure shall be deadly than the virus. The cure shall be deadly than the virus. Churches must gather because they are about to enter into a place where churches will be controlled. The Pope of the Roman Catholic, they will try to regulate all churches so that they can put one religion. And once a one religion bill is set and Donald Trump is dethroned, it won't be well. It won't be well. The church must pray. The church must pray. How are people going to gather freely? Because the way you'll be worshiping will be controlled. Doctrines will be controlled. There are things that will no longer be allowed. I see pastors being persecuted. I see a new wave of colonialism coming into Africa. I see African states being intelligently colonized and controlled. Why? Because their economies will be crippled and they will depend on the arm of the wicked one. There are 3 families in China that will rise and begin to support this demonic movement. I pray that God will preserve you in such a time. Let us pray for the current president of America. God is raising another man in America who shall also stand to defend God and to defend the gospel. He will be in politics. I saw a slim man, tall, and this man had like a bald hair. His hairline was inside as if he had a bald hair. Let us pray. Let us pray. Let us pray.